by head coach Dave Doeren, and we'll let him open up with an opening.
First, just super proud of our resiliency of our team. They just kept fighting. They had a lot of fun tonight. It's been a long time coming to play, and I thought they, started fast in the opening quarter, started fast in the third, and had to overcome some adversity. But proud of them. I thought we were physical. Rushing the football the way we did. It was a major point of emphasis with Coach Beck and Coach Garrison and the whole offense, and kids took pride in that, and I think that helps us tremendously just attitude-wise and what we want to do. Other than the one interception, which was a big play for them, we took care of the football. Disappointed in some of the penalties that we had, and we got to get that cleaned up. Credit goes to Wake, resilient group as well, and they battled back and played hard. They've got some good players on that football team. Individually, Ricky Person, I thought really all our backs ran the football well, but, Ricky had 2 touchdowns and threw a touchdown. Bailey did some really good things in that game. On defense, a lot of stuff we got to get better. We gave up the edges of our defense tonight way too much, and it wasn't by design. Guys were not functioning the way that we need them to, and we got to get that fixed. But I am proud of the way they finished the game, back-to-back 4th down stops and put in some tough situations. And the pass rush didn't get tired. It only got better. And the coverage didn't get tired. It only got better. And so a lot to work on, but we'll take the W. It's great to be 1-0, and look forward to celebrating that tonight.
All right, Luke DeCock, you're up.
Dave, what was the process where Bailey ended up starting instead of Devin, and could you go assess his performance a little more? Obviously, the accuracy to start, and then it seemed like things maybe got a little bit tougher for him in the second half.
Yeah. Well, when we hit our first week of camp, whenever the students came back, we had that 8-day break, and somewhere in the middle of that, Devin had to quarantine, and so he ended up being gone from here for almost 20 days, and came back as our starter, but just was not there. Had some rust, and really just kind of a victim of circumstance, to be honest, and tried to get him back for the game, but he's practicing, getting better. But 20 days, however many practices that was, just didn't feel like he was sharp enough, and we weren't putting him in the best place to be out there as the starter. So hopefully we'll get him back into where he needs to be, because he was having a good camp prior to that. So I felt really bad for him. Bailey took advantage of an opportunity, and I thought really well tonight, so happy for Bailey, and I know Devin will bounce back.
Okay, Mike Toper.
Hey, Coach, congratulations on the win. Just a quick question on Peyton Wilson. I saw he kind of pulled himself out of the game there. I don't know if it was the end of the third, beginning of the fourth. Do you have an update on him and anything serious? Or?
Yeah, Peyton plays so hard. It's not a serious thing at all. I think he was dehydrated. They tried to IV him at halftime and just was lightheaded. He's kept wanting to go back in, and 2 plays later he's out. So we just pulled him. The trainer said he just didn't have enough juice left.
Andrew Schnittker.
Dave, you mentioned with the run game how good it was and how physical. It seemed like throughout the game you were almost kind of rotating guys. You would have a drive where Ricky was getting a lot of the carries, and then where Sam's getting a lot of the carries, and then one where Jordan's getting a lot of the carries. To keep them fresh in that way.
Yeah, I think it causes problems for defense too, because they have different styles, when they run the football. And so, those backs are hitting the holes different ways. They have different vision. They see things a little different. Keeping them fresh is going to keep them healthy longer too. So, and Bailey ran the ball well too, He had 42 yards rushing. So, it's really good to be able to do that. It's been a while since we ran the football that effectively.
Hey, Corey Smith.
Dave, when it comes to the defense, Peyton Wilson obviously tonight had a huge game. We were talking about him earlier with the injury at the end of the game, but what did you think you got from him tonight? He seemed like he was all over the ball.
He plays his heart out. You know, he had a touchdown saving tackle on punt coverage too. You know, I mean, a kid just gives you everything he's got. He loves the game. He loves his team, and we love him. You know, he's a great young man. He's going to keep getting better. So hopefully we'll get him healthy here quick. But, you know, really proud of the effort he gave tonight.
Thank you.
Okay, Sammy.
Ryan?
Yeah, Dave, in addition to the running game being so good, it looked like the offensive line protected Bailey pretty well. How would you evaluate their play?
You know, without seeing the film, it's hard to say. That's a good front that Wake has, you know, and they got into our backfield a few times, and Bailey did some things with his feet to extend some plays. But I thought overall, I mean, that's one of the better defensive fronts we'll probably play. As you guys know, there's a lot of reps banked on that defensive line for Wake Forest. So the guys held up and did a nice job. And there were some physical blocks, some really physical blocks by the guys.
Justin Williams.
Coach, obviously Bailey Hockman was the surprise as the starter today. With knowing that a few hours before the game, he comes out really hot and I think completes his first 13 or so passes. Is that going to be a competition moving forward at the starting quarterback position?
You know, I'm going to enjoy the win tonight. You guys can talk about that one.
All right, Coach, I think that's it.
Appreciate that. Go Pack.